Let's go.
All right, you're live, Kelly.
All right. Hello. Welcome. Hopefully in the next couple of minutes, we have a few people jumping on live with us. That would be fun.
Yeah, leave a message. I'll leave a message. I'll call everybody.
Yes. So as soon as you get on with us today, let us know you're here because we're excited. And I'm going to see comments today, I believe. Okay. So we're going to start. You know what? I have a question for you guys. I was just thinking about this. We're going to start with our affirmations, and it's just how we roll. Kate is here. Hello, Kate. We're so excited. All right. So I have a question. So even anyone who is watching the replay too, you guys, I have a question for you. Do you read It's Just How We Roll? Do you ever hear it besides for the team huddle? Something to think about, you guys. This is really good to get your mindset right, and your confidence, to build you and to really think about what we should be focusing on. So anyways, I challenge you. So here we go. We are world-class leaders. We eat work ethic for breakfast. We are comfortable with the uncomfortable. We defer to grateful. We do all things unto the Lord. We take 100% personal responsibility, and we think consistency is sexy. We are savage beasts. We are obsessive trackers. We are stewards of our time, resources, and talent. We are willing to chop wood and carry water. We can do hard things. We #JustGoP. We are insanely productive. We are level 10 confident. We respect deadlines. We do not do drama. We pray without ceasing. We are visionary and called. We live with intention. We stand on faith. We are known for excellence. We act with boldness and urgency. And we dare greatly. We are primed and ready. We fight the right battle. We are all in. We will rise. This is us. May the favor of the Lord rest upon us and establish the work of our hands for us. Psalm 90:17. Wow. Okay, you guys, seriously, that is so powerful. And I challenge you, if you need it, we can put it out there and you can print it off so that you have it, because you guys, it is so powerful. Let us know what jumped out at you today. And I'm discovering, so I have the comments on today. I figured out how to do this. And as I'm trying to read this, I'm looking at comments and I'm like, oh, this is challenging. But we are excited to share to be with you guys today and share so many great things. So welcome.
Okay. So of course, the moment we go live, Jeff walks in, Matt gets excited. You guys, it's real life, right?
Yes.
So we're gonna wait a second because we do want to see what pops out at you. And you guys, let's think about like just real life application, right? Like, where could you put a copy of It's Just How We Roll? Like, or does it have to be a copy? Or this is what I might suggest. I have alarms, right, set in your phone. And did you know that you could probably figure out like what time of day you just need a little pick me up? I could tell you my times a day where I'm like, if this just popped into my mind at this time of day, that would really be helpful. And you would set an alarm for whatever that time is. And then the label of the alarm could be one of those affirmations that Kelly just said. And what if every day at 3:30, I feel like everyone hits a little slump in the afternoon, right? Like, and what if every day at 3:30 in the afternoon, you popped onto your phone every single day, your most powerful affirmation reminder? And you're like, oh, that's from me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you guys, I do not like waking up the time I wake up, but when I do, when that alarm goes off and I look at my phone, it says, good morning, Katie, let's have a great day. Like, it's a message that I wrote to myself, from myself. And then I read it and I'm like, okay, let's go have a great day. Like, is that kind of cool? So anyways, okay. Thank you, Kelly. And I know that you guys get your fingers moving. And as you do that, I want to talk about Today, really, like, what I wanna share in the beginning and for my education piece, to be super honest with you, is one big, WTF, what the focus list, okay? Like, that is truly what I wanna share is just the focus list from now, until the end of the month, but specifically, you guys, from now until the 15th of December, there is a really specific chunk of time that we have this week to make incredible things happen if we choose to. And also, then there's the rest of the month that we can really capitalize on. So here are the like things to pinpoint, things to plug in, things to pay attention to, right? And before I kind of go into that, we have to think of all of the things that are crying out for our attention right now. Like, there are a lot of including Mac trying to get in. Like, you guys, the distractions are everywhere, right? But it is literally up to us in this quiet moment right now to decide, like, what is gonna get my best yes? Like, what is gonna get my yes? And there's a lot of things who are gonna get a gracious no, and that's okay, right? That's okay. Because I know if I say yes to too much, my yes, like, it's just flimsy, it's sloppy, like, it's sloppy, it's distracted, and I have this thing I always tell myself, "Katie, you are where your feet are," like, or where the camera is, right? Like, right now, there are 5,000,000 things that we could be doing, but you're choosing to hang out with Kelly and I'm choosing to be here, doing my best with each of you, and, like, this is where we are right now, and so I think about that in our life, in our week, in our days, like, we are where we say yes to, and that's it, and then we move on to the next yes. And so let's be there and do our best when we're there, especially in this time where our mind could be flying around in 10 different directions. But where are you really? Like, what is the spirit inside of you? Like, where does it need to be? Does that make sense? It's either a place of chaos or a place of like intention. And those are really the 2 options. So tomorrow night, I am gonna be headed to St. Joe. Let's just go through what's coming up, you guys. It starts with tomorrow night. It starts here. You are here. You made it. You're awesome. Tomorrow night is Think Pink, Christmas party tomorrow night. And if you're like, "What?" It was on the calendar. It was on the calendar. Cheryl shared it. We're so excited to go and combine efforts and do it together and be the Mary Kay family that we are, right? So that is tomorrow night. And then we're looking at the star consultant deadline, which is real. And you guys, that is something that you could hold on to and look at your reports and see how close you are. I know I'm excited to see you guys too. See how close you are. See where you are till the next point, to the next star, to your first star level. If you already are a star, rockin' all star. Where are you to the next jump? And is your activity today on Monday supporting that goal to be a star by the 15th? Like, it's the 11th, you guys. It's the 11th. Figure out where you are. Figure out what the gap is. Let's figure out how do you make it happen. I guarantee you that it will be a win that will affect, yes, your confidence, yes, the growth in your business, but how many other things? I mean, really, if you were to sit back and think, okay, if I were to really strategize this finish of being a star consultant, what would that mean for my business? And you get to just figure out, like, legit what benefits are attached to that. There is a lot of them. Like, really financially worth your time to sit and figure it out, you know? We're talking, oh my goodness, the most random, communication that you might think of with your customers can turn into an opportunity for you to serve people in this week. Um, this is the week to finish your Christmas shopping. This is the week. So you're either shopping, well, fine, get your shopping done, but you are also a store. Like, you are a store. Kate Hoffman is a store. She has a virtual business, you guys, 100% virtual, and she is rocking it out. And I can't wait for you to finish that star, Kate, because you are proving to everyone you can do it no matter what, right? No matter what. Okay, and then what I want to share also Okay, star consultant, that's obviously a big deal. Then December 19th, you guys, let's just look at that because on the calendar it says it is our very Merry Christmas party in beauty sessions. And we are really, really excited about it. It started from the week-long party, and now we're just going to do it on this 19th in beauty sessions. We are sharing skincare. We are doing a full circle beauty session for all of our guests in beauty sessions. Are you in beauty sessions? Have you commented with 4 words or more lately? Because that helps the algorithm. Have you posted something inspirational or fun in there? Like um, all are welcome to do that, right? Um, and are your friends and family in beauty sessions? And then when we're posting about it, you guys have to be strategic. I'm like, I usually don't tell people exactly what to do, but I really am right now. I really am. You have to be strategic and like plan um, to have people engage, right? You have to plan that because it just doesn't happen. To comment, to post, and all the things. I am going to be reaching out to those of you who are incredible helpers where we can put on this party together with more than Kelly and I. I would love to fill up this whole screen and truly move our guests through a beauty session, but really have some fun holiday Christmas connections and fun things that we're doing throughout it also, just to be, I mean, it's an appreciation, right? So, okay, there is that. And there's a super fun text group that is blowing up. And that is our January jumpstart planning. Like it's happening, you guys. It is happening. And so I want to make sure like 100% you are going to be there on January 6th at Think Pink. Don't come to my house. Go to Think Pink. Okay. Um Last year it was at my house. This year we're doing Think Pink. Did y'all hear that? Do not come to my house. I will be at Think Pink in St. Joe. So from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. That is all you need to know right now. You need to show up. Okay, Kelly, I love it. We're going to pass it to you, my friend.
Awesome. So many things going on. Exciting things too. Okay, so you know how you were just talking about planning? We have to plan.
Mhm.
So here was a quote at some point I was going to share. So I might as well just share it now. This is from Mary Kay Ash. Behind every achievement, large or small, lies a plan. If you really want to get things done, the sooner you learn how to plan, the better.
Mhm.
Perfect.
100%.
Yes. Okay. All right, you guys, I have another question for you. I'm just full of questions today. You guys, do you call in and listen to the $1,000,000 message? Do
Pause
you
for
know?
response.
I'm waiting. Put it in the comments. Do you know what the $1,000,000 message is?
Mhm.
I mean, and I know sometimes we just post the actual message, like that you could click on and do every once in a while, we might share it. But you guys, I just feel um, it is recorded every day, Monday through Friday, and you just don't know what you're going to hear. I mean, it's inspiration, it's a new idea, a new thought. Um, Gosh, someday it could build your confidence. You guys, it is just so good. Sometimes I can't tell you how many times it's been just what I need. And I had kind of there's been times I've gone really consistent on it and it makes a difference. And then you know how sometimes you just change things? Well, it is back in my schedule. But I will tell you that last Thursday's message, if anybody listened to last Thursday's message, let me know. Um, but I missed it. I didn't listen to it. And then it was this weekend. I was just like, I needed something. So I'm like, I was scrolling through $1,000,000 message and I randomly picked one. And do you know, like you randomly always do things for a reason, right? Um, so it was about, I've talked before about just reaching out to people randomly. And I do that. It's not all about Mary Kay. If they're on my mind or my heart, I just reach out. Just kind of, hey, I was thinking about you, da da da. Nothing about Mary Kay. Now, sometimes it comes full circle back to Mary Kay because they bring it up, but I don't. But I only do that with Um, just people I haven't connected with in a while. I mean, not like people from forever ago, right? It's like people that I still have a relationship with. Well, what this was about, Thursday's message was about getting new connections. Okay. Um, so the first thing that she talked about doing is writing the numbers 1 to 100. And what those represent are people. Okay. I'm gonna keep looking at my notes because I want to make sure I talk about it all. Um, but anyways, and how do you find these people? Their contacts, your phone, your social media, wherever. Sit quietly for an hour, half hour, whatever, and just let your brain go. And I did this last night and this morning. And you guys, I haven't even touched social media. I went through some old, do you have old contact lists, like brainstorm lists that you've done before? Pull them out. Or like I also found like one person in my mind then maybe led me to a whole bunch of other people. Like, who are they connected to? Like that group of people that I don't hang out with anymore. Okay. Um, but what this really even takes you back to is people like some of my childhood friends, people I haven't kept in touch with. And that's okay because um, it's not, let's see, what so it's not about Mary Kay right now, okay? And I think this is a great time of year. Number one is the holidays. And I know we're busy, but honestly, you can do this in 15-minute increments, or you can say, forget this, I don't even care about it, or we'll do it in January because I'm going to let you know what my results are. Because the number one thing you do with this is you're going to track it. So you're going to sit down. You could, in an hour, she said she had contacted, this was done at a training. And in 1 hour, people had sent 60 to 80 messages out in 1 hour. And what you do is you just say, hey, I haven't talked to you in a really long time. I just thought I'd reach out. Okay. I was scrolling through and saw your name. How in the world are you? You guys, it has nothing to do with Mary Kay. You're just reaching out. That's all you say and see if they respond. Okay. You copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste that 10 million times. It's very just general. You don't prejudge. Like I said, it could be people at any point in your life. Um, and then you just try and go back and forth. Um, let's see. It can be just a couple texts. It could be a couple weeks. It could be a month. I don't know. Um, but that's why we're tracking who we talk to. And let's see. Okay. So when it comes up, maybe they'll say, maybe they'll respond, they'll ask you what you're doing. Okay, what's going on with you or something like that. Whatever it is. Maybe I quit my job and I'm working my Mary Kay business full time, or I'm a stay-at-home mom and I just really started my Mary Kay business. But that's it. Don't say and I love it and I'm doing this and da 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 da. No, you just stop. You're just planting the seed. It's there. That's what you're doing. Share what you're doing. That's it. And end it and say, tell me about what you're doing. What's going on with you? It's just that simple. And you kind of go back and forth. And at some point, they might say, oh, I tried Mary Kay a long time ago and I hated it. Da 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 da. Okay. Go on. So, have you seen any good movies lately? I don't know. Change the subject, and it's okay. You know. Um, Otherwise, let's see. And also, one of the key things too with this is you don't, you're going to send out all these messages and they're not going to come back right now, right? People don't respond right now. And when they do, you might be busy. That's okay. Let it go. You want to be focused in the moment of whatever you're doing. And whenever your next time is to spend a few minutes or whatever on your Mary Kay, that's when you respond to them. Okay. Do not be a slave to your phone of always trying to answer everything. Um, But let's see. If they if they otherwise you can also say like if they say, "Oh, I was in Mary Kay a long time ago and I really didn't like it." That's okay to kind of say, "Oh, really? I'm so sorry about that. Can you tell me about that? What was that like? What happened that made you not like it? I'm just curious." Because it's just a very genuine, authentic conversation, right? And you're not uncomfortable because you're just asking who they are, who they are, you know who they are, but how they're doing. And then it may move on from there and it may not. Go with your gut, either continue with it or, you shut it down and maybe you just rekindled a new friendship and you're thankful for that. Because sometimes this is one thought I never thought of is when I reach out to people randomly, I think I'm doing it just to bless them, to just say hi. Somebody's thinking about you, and sometimes people really need that. But then they planted the idea of the fact that maybe the reason they were put on my heart is because they had a gift for me. Nothing to do with Mary Kay, but maybe there was another reason why you needed that connection. Maybe there's another part of your life. So it was just another way of thinking that it's even bigger than reaching out to the people that are on your heart or in your mind or in your quiet moment where you can just sit and let it come to you. Um, so I don't know. You can just imagine if you really did that for 100. I realize I have my list of 100, and you guys, I could go on and on and on and on, but I'm going to stop. And I'm going to start reaching out, and I'm really excited. I'm going to track it, and I'm really excited just to see what comes of it. The friendships, new customers, friendships. I don't know. Maybe new team members. Maybe somebody's looking for something that you have no idea. I don't know. Just so many possibilities. And just reconnecting. Basically, you're investing in other people. You're showing them that you care and asking, more about them than about you. So that's basically what I have. So I
So
don't know.
good. Kelly, who was that left the message?
I have to look. If she was standing in for somebody, that's why
Okay.
the name isn't clicking.
So it's so interesting because you guys, this is what our emergency who was on or who saw, Kate, I know you watched it, saw our emergency team huddle last week at 9 p.m. Remember? This is what we dug into. Yes, 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 yes. Um, because all our business is a conversation, right? Like our business is just a conversation. And as we really talked about this and just starting conversations, like just start them because if God gave you a vision, he's going to lead you in the right direction. He's going to lead you to the right people, right? Like we just have to be the ones to start the conversations. And it was incredible to sit through an hour of this. And, like Kelly said, if you don't have an hour, like do you have 15 minutes, right? And the connections that you create, they're just so good. They're just so good. Thank you for sharing that for sure. We can do hard things. I love that. They're sharing their
Yes.
um
It was Alicia Lokai, Lokai.
cool.
It was somebody I hadn't known, and she was going off of a training that she had been through. But yeah, just so good. And I just randomly picked that one.
Yes. Well, and you guys, that's the training that I did for 4 days last week. Is the network marketing training that you guys, stuff doesn't happen on accident. It was Mary Catherine who randomly on Halloween said, Katie, I think you'd love this training. You should do it. Do you want to pay $100 to watch it? And I was like, yeah, I do actually. I want to pay $100 to watch a training that Mary Catherine says I need. You guys, like we had to be willing and hungry enough to do something that seems a little crazy to grow, right? And so that's why I was like, emergency team huddle. Seriously, like, what is happening? Because when you're led down a path like that, and then as a leader, your job is to share it, right? Like you can't keep this stuff to yourself. Okay. Oh, I got me all fired up again. So here's the thing. I wanted to think about what if, um, in our days, right? We're making our yeses very careful. We are thinking about our no's and we're not feeling guilty about it. We are protecting our time, protecting our priorities, and yet not waiting, not being that group of people, you guys, that says, I'm going to pick my business up in January. Like, literally, how silly, how completely silly would that be? And I would love to know one on one, start sharing it here, but like, what is the thing? And I think this is a good place to start. And we're really just going to spend 5 minutes on this before we put a beautiful bow on it. Is what does your best yes look like in December? Always, but we really have to be clear about it in December because there's so many things. What is the thing that you are committed to seeing through in December for your business? And it might be that star consultant level. Like, that could be the thing. It could be a power program level because you know what's connected to it, right? Like, you know for sure. And so you have to be like 100% committed. And I take Mary Kay Ash, the woman, her her teaching philosophy, her leadership philosophy, and what do they say? She had strong and high expectations, but she did it in such a loving way. And you guys, with that preface, I just want to share and say, whatever you just, and please put it here, like, please, we really want to see, like, what is it for December? It's not just like, Merry Christmas. Okay, yes, Merry Christmas, but right, we're gonna have December be a month that really counts, like, really counts. And even if this was kind of mind blowing to me, but so true, if in the quiet moments of your head, you're like, yes to that thing, yes, but really I'm 95% like, ooh, I'm committed, 95%. You really are 100% out. Okay, you cannot be 10%, 90%, 15%, 80% towards a goal. Like, you have to be 100% committed. That doesn't mean it's your number one priority in your life, but when it's time to be committed in your business, it's 100%. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Because if it's 95%, you guys, that one little small distraction is going to pull the whole thing away. And then it's frustrating, you know? So figure something out. December. Okay. Once you have that and you're like, yeah, this is the thing that's actually going to make a difference for my life, my family, my business, my everything. Yeah, squirrel, Kate. That's exactly right. There are more squirrels the lower your percentage of commitment is, right? Like, those of you that are married, how committed are you to your marriage? Like, I am 100% committed, not 95. Because if you're 95% committed, you're out, right? Like, that 5% is too much wiggle room, too much. 99%, too much wiggle room. It's 100% committed.
Yes.
Okay. So yes, Kate Hoffman, 100%. I already knew that, by the way. Once you figure out, like, this is what I am 100% committed to, then there's fire, right? There's so much fire. But I want to share this because it is literally a plan that's actually connected to those of you who are tracking your income producing activities. It's all connected. It's all the same thing. It's just daily. Okay, if I'm committed to that thing that I just said I was committed to, and like, really, not just, to make someone else think I'm fancy or whatever. No, like, really, in your heart of hearts. My favorite thing as a sales director, you guys, is to have one-on-one conversations and figure out, what are you committed to and how the heck can I be a support to make it happen? That's really what I want to do. And in the meantime, I do facials and sell lots of product. Do you know what I'm saying? But like, I want to be a part of someone's success story. Period. End of story. So, gosh, you scared me. You guys, he can't keep doing this. Okay, bye. He'll be back later. I just know it. um, okay. You think it's the dog. It's really your husband. Like, what's happening? So this is like once you find the thing, right? Like this is the thing that I'm committed to. If you're tracking IPAs, you're like, oh, totally, this is it. Let's play a part of the success story and like be strategic about it. So this says my 1 hour Mary Kay day. And you guys, I literally want to leave this with you. Um, and of course, we can share the link if you're like, I need it in print form. That's awesome. Make this page messy every single day. Here's what I want to say about this. Are you guys ready? Who's here hanging out with us, like live? And if you're watching the replay, who's here hanging out with us? Like we need to see the comments blowing up because of the interaction that it'll create. Okay. So booking attempts, 6 a day. 6 a day. How long could that take you? I mean, seriously. How long could that take you to do 6 a day? But have you done 6 times 5 for a whole week consistently? Have you done that? I don't think so. I mean, I'm just saying. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm just over here saying I don't think so. But what happens? Like you're like 6, that's not very much. Fine. Then do 10. I don't care. But what if you did 6 consistently and at the end of the week you looked back and you're like, holy results? Do you know what I'm saying? And my next question, because I also, that's what good leaders are. We're just people with the questions. Where in your day are the booking asks going to live? Okay. Like if this is your Mary Kay 1 hour day, do you as a businesswoman, do you give your business 1 hour? Like, is there a 1 hour chunk? I don't know. That's like, I just have questions. If there is, you're going to be like, do, done in 1 hour, right? But what if you're like, actually, I don't, that's not me. Okay, fine. Then I can count 10 minutes, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, because there's 6 boxes. If you spent 10 minutes on each box and you had 6 10-minute, are you kidding? You guys, we can do this. We can 100% do this. Fine, you don't have an hour block. Okay, you have 10-minute blocks. I know you do. I know you do. Tell someone you're going to the bathroom and just sit there for a minute. I'm not even kidding. Like you have a 10-minute block. Like your first 10-minute block of the day, you're going to do which one of these? And then be done and then move to the second little block. Those are all IPA activities. So here's the thing. If you did your booking asks, right? And then you go to the second one, well, that's 5 coaching reach outs. Okay, newsflash, if you don't have any appointments to coach, you should do 5 more booking asks, right? So maybe you're doing 11. But if you have appointments to coach, then you are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 booking your upcoming 5 appointments and making sure, do I have a guest list? Am I posting the party stuff? Am I engaging with the hostess? If she's coming to my house, does she know she can invite friends? Do I know what her skin type is? Is she doing the skin analyzer before we get together? Right? Like that's coaching. It's not like, we're going to get together in 2 weeks. And then in 2 weeks, you're like, where the heck is she? You didn't coach it. She's not coming. Like, she's not coming. It's not happening. It's not happening. Okay. 4 is Q&A, the MK Q&A. You guys. Okay. If we don't ask, no one will ever join your team, ever. And these MK Q&As, they like for a day, you can look back on your customers from October, November, all of December so far, and you can see which one of my customers have I not offered the MK Q&A coupons to. Like for a whole year, they could get coupons if they just watch a video, give their survey, and you talk about their questions. And that can be a Q&A because you're asking them, right? So could you reach out to 4 customers to be a part of that every day? I know you can. 3 customer care, that will not take you 10 minutes unless you really go into customizing her skincare. But is it a big ask to ask for 10 minutes, you guys? 10 minutes in something that can literally, and I am not an overpromiser. I've never have been in this business, but it will change your life if you let it. If you open your heart up to what discipline and vision and action behind that vision, if you really like open yourself up to what that can do for you, oh my heck, it's going to change your life. Like by Christmas, your life is going to be changed. You're like, I am on fire and anything is possible. In that moment, you realize that your life just changed. Like, how stinking cool is that? Your 2 social media posts, if you spend more than 10 minutes on it, you are doing the whole thing wrong. Um, and then investment in you. Maybe you're the girl. I like to take that one and put it up at the top of my day before my kids wake up. I need to build me before I start pouring out into all the people that I choose to pour into, right? So 10 minutes. I don't know about that. Today, that one took me 40 minutes. I guess I needed a little extra today, you guys. So does this make sense though? I think it does. I think it
Mhm.
does. And it's directly connected to your income producing activities. But you guys, I want you to think, what is my goal? And am I committed to it like I am if you're married? Um, like I am to my marriage. Not that I'm putting my business on top of in the priority line at all. But it's like I need to be like I cannot end a day, you guys, and not do my customer care reach out. I can't. Like I'm committed to it. You know, like I can't end a day and be like, I didn't work my business today. Oh, okay. Well, you're out. Like your actions speak louder than your words. You can say you want to do all this fancy stuff, but there is only so many hours we can organize our inventory and make the sample packages look cute. You know, like nowhere on here does it say organize your inventory and get your sample packets put together. But do that. It's just not the productive stuff, right? It simplifies what we should be doing. Thank you, Kate Hoffman. So look at this, print it off, and see how can I do this every single day? Okay, you guys, I don't really want to tell you how many hours I work a day, but let me just tell you, it's not an 8-hour workday in my business. Can I just tell you how many hours I put into teaching? That was a long time ago too, so maybe the pay scale has changed. But 12 years ago when I had a full-time job, now I am completely unemployable. Like I couldn't. I'd be like, "You want me to do what? I I call the shots." And they'd be like, "No, you do this." And I'd be like, "No, I call the shots." Nobody would want me to work for them, but really they do because I'm an incredible work ethic. Okay, if they could just brainwash me into something else. No, thank you. My brain is already clean. Um, what was I even saying? Oh, I know for sure that if I worked this much, this is how much I get paid. Okay, I know that. I would know that. I love Kate Hoffman. I love our conversation last week. It is like probably a highlight of my week last week. Kate Hoffman shared with me, this is how much money I would need to make in my Mary Kay business to feel like it is exactly producing what I want it to for my family. Like, and she has a number to it. And I was like, game on, because that is a number that I can produce. You guys, like um there are choices connected to income and having good stewardship over your home. Like bringing in income to your home is honorable. Yes. Like I'm not prideful or money hungry ever, but I want to lead a team that's making money for their family because otherwise you're going to go get a part-time job that is not the same. Right? It's not the same and it's not filling you in the same way and it's not going to believe in you in the same way and it's not going to love on you and grow you in the same way as we will. And I think of what I got paid when I did work a lot of hours. And now, you guys, I am still beating that income. And I mean, if you really want to know, I'll tell you how much I work, but it is not 8 hours a day. Okay. Is that kind of cool though? Like, that's kind of cool. I don't know. I don't know. Take it for what it's worth. But you guys, your time is worth a lot. And when you do have time, like what if you're like, Katie, I want more results. Okay, then do 2 hours a day. But start with one, please. Start with one. And let's get this thing rolling Focus on star. What the focus? What is the goal? What is your commitment? Are you married to your goal? It's okay. We're married to two things here. It's okay. It's fine. We're cool with it. Okay, and I think that's it. Find a jam session where these things can be plugged in. Not, oh, for the love of all that's great on this earth. Please do not be the person, because I literally can't handle it. Do not be the person who says, "Oh, this is such a good idea. I'm going to see how it goes." You guys, like, I don't even know what to say. I'm like, okay, that's so great. But instead, let's take this plan, like 1 hour, 10 minutes, whatever it makes sense, and create little jam sessions. And you guys, when I was a new consultant, I was so scared. Like, I was so freaking scared of my jam session, but I knew it was coming. And you guys all knew, you know the story that I bribed myself, right, with candy. You know that, right? Like, that's what I did. I said, it was the first one. I hated it. The booking asked. I'm like, are you kidding me? I have to ask people? This is insane. I don't want to do this. And I would force myself to. And afterwards, I would eat chocolate. I don't care what you have to do to yourself, you guys, but make sure that we're committed and we see it through. So, with all of that being said, holy moly, I think we did it, Kelly.
Yeah.
We had to wait a hot second because we were listening to the fire that is Pamela Waldrop Shaw. Holy cow. And now I feel like that fire is coming out of me, which is very interesting. Who are you listening to, my friends? I will leave you with the weekly challenge and the weekly focus. And when I do this, I'm not like, and have a great day. I'm really serious about it. Weekly challenge is to focus on, like, what am I really thinking, right? Really, like, what are you really thinking? And what is the goal that you are going to crush on the 15th? Like, the 15th, you guys, is a big deal. Okay, that's my challenge. If you can share that with us, that would be amazing. I should get rid of this. There we are. Hello.
Hello.
Kelly, do you have anything to say as we finish up? I am done.
Oh my gosh. Yes. I don't know. I just totally agree. There is like so much power in 24 hours if we plan ahead and know what our plan is. And we appreciate each moment that we have. I just think it's so powerful. And I'm excited to see everybody's goals and hear everybody's goals to see what we're going to do. And also, just a reminder too, you guys, seriously, work hard until the 15th, because not only is it the end of the star, but the 16th and 17th, we will have no Mary Kay connection. Okay, this is very important. You do not want to be sending your customers to your website or anything on the 16th and 17th. You can still work. We can get creative. We have the lookbook link you can send to people, and they can connect with you that way. But just write it down and know that over that weekend, the 16th and 17th, there will be no connection with Mary Kay. Okay, our websites or In Touch or anything like that. And then on the 18th, we have a brand new, super exciting Mary Kay, right? So read about it. You all have information. I know it. So just a little heads up about that. Okay, let's just end with this. Here are some questions to ask yourself. In the morning, what am I looking forward to today? How will I enjoy the journey more today? And what do I choose to accomplish today? Did you hear that? What do I choose to accomplish today? Because every day it's a choice. Mm-hmm. Throughout the day, I love what Katie said, and I've started doing that too. Set timers if you need to on your phone for different things. Mm-hmm. One thing I started setting a timer to is to look at what I told myself to do for the day. I can't keep it in my binder without looking at it. I have to have it with me. So I look at it throughout the day. But throughout the day, who have I connected with so far today? It's a check-in with yourself. How can I reset this day? Because some days it just needs to be reset. What am I enjoying most about this day? Who who have I had a positive connection with today? And what do I love most about my Mary Kay career today? And then in the evening, what went well? What can be adjusted for better results tomorrow? What do I expect for tomorrow? Whose life did I make a difference in today? Because I guarantee you touched somebody's life today. How did I enlarge my comfort zone today? And what am I most grateful for regarding this day? So, and I can post that for you guys because some good thoughts.
Thank you, Kelly. All right. Love you, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Yes. Bye,
Bye.
everybody.